That's Vashawn's brain. Court is calling 2024 CR 009591, State of Texas versus Kimberly Villa Noeva. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Andrew Harris Edelman.
For the defense?
Danielle Cranberg.
And are you Miss Villanueva?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, off the record. Excuse me, Mr. Folsom.
Okay.
Mr. Folsom, you're talking too loud. We're on the record. That's okay. All right, and it'd probably be best that you have a seat. You're charged with the offense of theft of property less than $2,500, 2 or more previous convictions. That's a state jail felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea, punishment is be assessed at 2 years in the state jail facility. The state recommends community supervision. They're taking in consideration AL 2181212. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense is at the plea?
It is, Your Honor.
State is at the plea.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. After reviewing state's exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
All right, guys. Welcome to the courtroom reality you rarely get to see. Raw, real, and unfiltered. It's 2024, and the state of Texas is calling the case of Kimberly Villa Noeva, charged with theft of property under $2,500 with prior convictions. This isn't just a petty crime, it's a state jail felony, and the stakes are serious. The judge lays it out plain: 180 days to 2 years behind bars, plus up to $10,000 in fines. Kimberly nods, barely flinching. Both defense and prosecution seem aligned on a plea, but there's tension in the air. Because this case isn't just about theft, it's about trust, addiction, and the choices that brought her here.
All right. Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
We would ask for the court to follow the agreement. She is willing to do the probation. She is not currently employed, but she's seeking employment. She does have call center experience. She's hoping to get another work from home job at a call center and to help take care of her father, who is currently sick.
All right. So I have a question for you. You say you're taking care of your father. Is that correct?
Not really. He's actually has cancer, so he's dying of cancer already.
I'm sorry, what?
He's dying of cancer. He has stage 4 liver cancer.
All right. So my question is, are you taking care of
No,
him?
ma'am.
That was a misstatement on my part, Judge. I guess I mean to spend time with him while she can.
All right. So here's the other question. When's the last time you had employment?
Last year at Speedy's Exchange. A Speedy Exchange, yes.
Doing what?
Call center, telephone representative.
All right. Why do you continue to steal?
Because I haven't been able to get a job due to my felonies, my history. But I'm still seeking for employment, ma'am.
No, this is not the first time you're stealing. I'm trying to figure out your go-to is stealing. What if everybody who didn't have a job decided to steal? So you have prior theft cases, and they were all state jail felonies.
Let's not sugarcoat it. This court doesn't play games. The plea is clear: 2 years in state jail, suspended for probation. Kimberly agrees. The court agrees. Everyone's nodding. But the judge, sharp as ever, isn't finished. The moment Kimberly mentions she's caring for her sick father, everything shifts. The judge digs deeper and uncovers a heartbreaking truth. Her dad is dying of stage 4 liver cancer. You'd think that might soften the moment, but it doesn't. The judge presses harder. When did you last work? Why have you been stealing? Kimberly blames her record for the lack of job offers, but the court isn't accepting that as a blanket excuse.
So why do you continue to steal? And according to this, you've been stealing since 2014, and you just want to stop stealing. So you're stealing and you're using drugs. Why is this?
Well, the past, yes, my last ones, yes, ma'am. I was an addict. I'm no longer using. I've been sober for quite a couple of years already. I did have a a fallback to say, that one time with this recent case that I have. But I haven't picked up a charge since 2013 for theft. I've been,
No, not since 2013, because you have this and this is from 2023.
right. That was the most recent one. Yes, ma'am.
So why do you
Prior.
keep stealing? It's still not answering my question. I don't understand.
I was going through some personal issues at the moment with my kids.
With what?
With my kids being taken away.
Okay.
So I went to what I knew best.
But your children, were they taken away because you were using drugs?
No, ma'am, for allegations.
What allegations?
Of using drugs and then using drugs basically.
All right, for using drugs. So when were they taken away from you?
That's
And who are they staying with?
they've been adopted.
All right, so your rights were terminated.
Here's the truth. This isn't Kimberly's first time at the rodeo. She's been on this path for years, stealing since 2014. Now she's quick to say she's clean, that the meth and drugs are behind her. But that's not how justice works. The judge wants receipts, proof, evidence, honesty, and right here, the narrative cracks. Kimberly admits to relapsing. Her defense claims she's changed, but the judge is clearly skeptical. You can hear the fatigue in her voice. Theft after theft, always with the same excuses. This court isn't swayed by stories anymore. They want results.
So here's my question. And you know yourself better than I know you, better than your attorney knows you. Do you really think you're going to do well at this probation? Because you had a choice to do what you needed to do and have custody of your children, and you chose to commit thefts and continue to use.
Yes, ma'am, because I did intend to get my children back, but
I'm sorry, what?
yes, I do. I feel like the probation was with me, right? I will do my complete probation. I've completed probation before successfully. Again, I had a tip, you know. I'm trying to go back to that lifestyle. I'm just trying to do right, but times are hard.
And if you're drug tested today, and you will be, what is the results going to be? Tell the truth.
I'll be about marijuana.
And what else?
Marijuana.
So you're telling me when you're drug tested today, you're only going to be positive for marijuana? So if I send you across the hallway to get drug tested, I mean, that can happen today. And you're saying it's just going to be marijuana. All right. We can have a drug test done. Is there anything you want to say before I send you to go do your drug test? All right. So,
And then it gets emotional. Kimberly didn't just lose her kids to time or poverty. She lost them permanently through legal termination. Adopted out.
Gone. Why?
Drug allegations. The judge leans in, testing her sincerity. Is this real change or just another act? Kimberly insists she's clean, swears she's ready for probation. But the judge has seen this before, hundreds of times. Second chances mean nothing without real action. When asked what a drug test today would show, Kimberly says just marijuana. That's when the judge warns, I'll test you right now. And that's the moment everything starts to unravel.
I'm going to find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty. We're going to recall this for tomorrow. She's going to do a drug test today.
You can tell her that.
I'm sorry, not tomorrow. Is there something she wants to say?
There is, Your Honor.
Oh, what would you wish to say to the court?
Yes, I can get positive for the
I'm sorry, what?
I'm putting on my 10 positive for the drug bonds.
And what would that be? All right, so why are you playing games with me? Well, no, that means you were dishonest with the court. I asked you, what would you be positive for? You said marijuana, nothing else. I told you I could send you right across the hallway to get drug tested. And you said, please do. Send me. I'm not going to be positive for anything else. So now you're telling me it's going to be meth. When's the last time you used meth? All right. And what else? All right. And who are you living with?
Currently, and my room with my grandmother.
And how many children does she have living with her other than you?
No,
So if probation goes out there at that house, you're going to tell me that there are not going to be any minors at that house. So who all is in the house?
so it's just myself and my husband at the moment.
I'm sorry, who?
Myself and my husband.
At your grandmother's house.
Boom, caught in a lie. Kimberly swore it was just weed. But the truth? Meth and maybe more. The judge snaps. Why are you playing games with me? She stands there, broken, as honesty shatters in real time. This court is brutal but fair, and fairness means facing hard facts. You can't beg for probation while hiding addiction. She finally admits it. Meth use, no job, living in her late grandmother's house with her husband. It's a confusing web of contradictions, and the judge is laser-focused. Who's living there? Any kids around? If probation comes knocking, the details better be airtight. There's no margin for error now.
She's she's passed away last year in December, but it's her house. We were staying there at her house. It's her property.
So I'm confused. She said she's living with her grandmother.
No, she's living at her grandmother's house.
No, beforehand, she's like, I'm living with my grandmother. So now she's staying at her grandmother's house. And it's just her and her husband at her grandmother's house.
Yeah, I guess I missed the part where she said she was staying with her grandmother.
Okay.
I didn't hear that part. I just heard grandmother's house. But
So it's just you and your husband at your grandmother's house. And there are no children at that location.
Okay.
And how often is he using?
I think it isn't you.
Okay, usually when people use, the people they're with usually use.
And I think that he doesn't do, but I'm not. He doesn't do.
All right, I'm going to place you on probation, but I'm telling you right now, probation is going to make visits at that location. Do you understand? All right. Court is going to sentence you to 2 years in the state jail facility, suspended and probated for 4 years. There's to be proof of employment within 45 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider.
Let's get something straight. Probation is not a free pass. The judge makes it crystal clear. Kimberly's getting 4 years of supervised probation, with 2 years suspended. But don't celebrate just yet, there's a catch. Within 45 days, she must show proof of real employment, and no, she can't work around minors or in any home health care setting.
Why?
Because this court protects the vulnerable, and after her recent drug violation, trust is thin. The judge isn't taking any chances. One slip, and it's straight back to jail. No second warnings. This is Kimberly's final shot.
There's to be no contact with Walmarts, and that means any Walmart. Good luck to you in this court to be successful on probation. Communication is key, okay? All right, good luck.
So, Judge, if you don't mind me asking you a question.
Sure.
So, I be on TikTok and you be on court cam, you know? So, when you tell defendants and you sentence defendants, how come you add the condition of not being able to work at a healthcare facility or engaging with elders?
Oh, because to me, that's a vulnerable population. And I always ask people, honestly, if you had somebody who maybe they're in a nursing home, maybe they have dementia, maybe they have some sort of physical disability, would you want someone caring for them who, you know, is recovering, not in their sobriety, or committed an aggravated robbery? I once had someone who stole a person they was caring for. They stole items out of their home. They stole the Jesus necklace that was an image of Jesus. They stole it. You would have thought that would have given somebody pause. So then they come back, and the agreement is for them to have probation.
Okay.
And I said they're not to have a job as a home healthcare provider. You know what they told?
Here's the real talk. The judge lays it out plain and cold. Ever wonder why courts ban ex-felons from working in homes or around children? It's not about bias. It's about safety. The judge recalls a brutal past case where someone on probation stole from a vulnerable patient. even taking a Jesus necklace. That memory fuels this policy. The courtroom isn't just about laws. It's about protecting those who can't protect themselves. And with Kimberly's record, the court can't take that chance. This is the heavy burden of the bench. Make the call, bear the risk, and protect the innocent, even when it's unpopular.
But I just got a job as a home healthcare provider. So honestly, I don't know if all home healthcare providers are doing background checks on anyone.
Right.
And then when you think about it, if you have someone who's charged with injury to a child, do you really want them working at a daycare? So that's why I do it, because from what my experience being a defense attorney and a prosecutor, usually home healthcare providers, they're not doing background checks. And for me, taking care of children, being a home healthcare provider, you sort of have to have a calling to do that, because when you think about it, it's a lot of work and you got to have a lot of connections. And I just think that to protect the community, people who have felony convictions shouldn't be home healthcare providers, especially when they haven't even completed probation and they're just starting. You know, sometimes, I can change that, but they have to show me something. So that's why.
The court gave Kimberly a shot, but now the weight is on her. Random drug tests, surprise home visits, employment deadlines. It's all coming fast. This is her chance to rebuild or self-destruct. The judge's final message hit hard. Good luck, but don't lie again. It's a raw, unfiltered moment of justice. No sugarcoating, just a stark reality check. Her story is one of crime, recovery, relapse, and one final opportunity. In this courtroom, excuses don't win, accountability does. And the question that lingers long after the gavel falls, will she rise or fall?